How's it going, everyone? Today we are going to be opening up Mutated Party Packs. These party packs have just been introduced in the newest update, the Mutation Invasion update. There's actually two packages that were introduced. If you're completing an event, let's say solo in a private server, at the top of the hour, the Mutated Events, you'll be rewarded with a Mutated package. But as you're seeing in the description, granted for completing a Mutated event with 3 Fallout First members present, and of course open up to get a reward. So we are 2 weeks into the newest update. I've been trying to collect and hoard these party packs, put them aside, and then open them up all at once just to see what kind of odds we have in terms of collecting certain rewards. I did want to see the kind of rarity for some of the new things they've introduced for weapons and other things too. We'll be able to collect, let's say, aid. We should be able to get some ammo and other things. I made sure that I cleared out my inventory so I had a pretty good, let's say, idea of what I would be picking up. Whether it ends up in one of these categories. I've heard that sometimes it doesn't always pop up in the new tab for people that have been opening them up kind of a few at a time. So we'll keep an eye out exactly where these do end up. Again, this was introduced in the Mutation Invasion update. The good news is for every party pack that I'm opening, I will be getting at least one legendary. It's going to be a 3-star, and it's going to be anywhere from 24 to 45 Scrip if it's just something I'm going to get rid of. Hopefully I do end up with some good items. We'll see if we get some god rolls. I'm going to be opening up 50 in this session, and then at the end of the video I'll have 5 bonus rolls. Those were actually my first 5 that I did on stream, and I actually got pretty lucky, so keep an eye out for that. But for now, let's see what we can find, see if we get lucky. I'm going to try to keep tabs on exactly what I'm getting. I'll do the first, let's say, 25, give some notes on that, open up the last 25, and then add everything up and see what we're looking at. Alright, so our first Mutated Party Pack. Let's see. So what I should probably do is open up a couple of them and then see what I get, so it's not open one, tab over, see if I got lucky, go back. There's going to be a ton of junk I'm also getting. Starting off the first roll with, let's say, 40 Scrip is pretty nice. And then I'm not seeing anything else in terms of plans. So we'll see if we do get lucky. I understand I should be able to get a good amount of plans that I don't have, whether it's seasonal or other things I might have missed while not playing on this character or maybe another one. So let's see. What happens if we just open up another 4? So a total of 5 have been opened. I am getting some stim packs. I want to say super stims as well. If I remember correctly, I only had 100 coming in. I wanted to get rid of as much as I could. Alright, tabbing over. A couple of power armor pieces. Me personally, I'm not really going to be all that happy about the power armor, even if it is Sentinel and Hunters. Oh boy. So that's another 90 Scrip right there. I got the boomstick. So we got the boomstick as one of our first, let's say, named weapons within our first 5. Missile launcher, 2-shot, reduced weight, damage while aiming. I'm just going to assume most of these are just going to be 40 Scrip, these 3 stars over here. Nothing too crazy. Alright, let's open up a few more. I'll just do these in lumps of 5, and then I'll tab over, see what else we can figure out what was new. There should be a ton of junk I'm getting as well. That'll be more useful for making ammo, making upgrades, mods, weapons, things like that. And then in terms of ammo, you do get ammo. It's contextual for whatever items you pick up. So between the 10mm pistol and the named boomstick, I'm getting those. I had only one 45 round coming in. So after 5, let's say, after opening 5 of these, I've gotten 640 ammo, so it's good to know. Very similar to when you're opening up like those holiday presents and other things that do give you ammo as you're opening them up. So you do want to make sure that you have, let's say, the weapons that you want ammo for equipped. Part of me also feels like I should be learning these things. If I'm getting plans that I don't have learned, the last thing I want to do is get these 2 again. Nothing crazy so far, but I will learn these. Alright, let's open up another 5. Got an empath serum and a chameleon serum. So let's say 2 serums within the first 10 openings over here. Good to know. If you're able to sell it for, let's say, 500 top caps at a vendor per day, it's a nice little 1,000 caps to put in your back pocket. I am seeing some more armor in here. Probably take a better look at this later on as we do collect more and more of these weapons. Bloody Death Tambo, what you got? Limb damage, endurance, nothing too crazy so far. And then going back to the notes. See what I mean? So I got 2 assault rifles. I'm sure if I had one of them learned, I wouldn't have got it again. Heavy metal legs, we'll make sure we learn those as well. I'll hang on to the assault rifle, and I'm pretty sure I wouldn't get it again. Let's open up another 5. So we've opened up 10 already. We'll get to the 25 mark, give our thoughts, and then continue. Got another serum. Alright, so now we're up to 4 serums. Looking at our notes. Again, I was mentioning the seasonal thing, so between the Halloween Skull Mask, the Civil War Era Suit, you're getting things that you would basically have to wait until the Halloween event to get. So I'm happy I'm getting some of these taken care of too. Anything I might have missed in previous events. And again, the spiked walking cane, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have gotten 2 of them if I stopped, learned it, and then kept going. I'm very curious to see what the pattern is. If it's just like, okay, random weapon and armor mods here, then it's more seasonal events there. I want to see what we can get from this. Alright, we'll open up 5 more and take note if there's any new weapons that are named. Alright, another serum. Let's take a look at the weapons real quick. So we ended up with another boomstick. Good to know. Almost getting 1 boomstick every 10, or almost like 1 name thing every 10 or so. Alright, nothing else too crazy. Newest thing, the Berserker's Deathclaw. 40 Scrip. 24 Scrip. Heavy Raider Arms. Costume, a witch hat. This is perfect. We're learning everything that we need here in the background. And then take a quick look at how much junk we've accumulated so far. Good amount of screws, things that you know might have a harder time grinding out and collecting. Unrefined gunpowder, now that it's junk and not just a miscellaneous item, the ability to stash that as well is pretty good. Alright, so we need 5 more to basically be at the halfway point. Some interesting results so far. Part of me wants to stash these, take note of them, and then try to count the second amount. But I think I'm just going to continue to open up the second half, and then afterwards we'll have a number. We'll say, okay, can we divide this by 50? And that's basically the odds of getting whatever. Do we multiply it by 2 as if we had opened up 100 party packs, and then truly get the number we're looking for, right? If we're getting, let's say, I don't know, in 10 of them that I've opened up, I got 2 serums. Is it good to assume that in 100 I would get 20 serums? That's kind of my logic behind this, and kind of why I want to open up so many at a time, because then it's maybe easier to gauge exactly what you're going to be getting. I know personally after this video I'm going to continue to keep stocking up on party packs. I may not, let's just say I may not make another one of these videos, but I know that the ability to stash, let's say 1 pound aside, and then when I need maybe some quick scrip, or if I want a chance of getting some ammo, if I'm low on ammo, I can open up something. Again, the junk and resources, if I'm starting to run low, could be pretty useful as well. So let's open up another 5. And that is the halfway point. So I will take note of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 serums in total up to the halfway point, right? So maybe we'll end up with 10 serums. Again, if you're able to sell these for 500 caps each, or even 400 caps, I'm walking away with 4,000 to 5,000 caps if my luck remains the same. And then let's say, yeah, ammo. I have over 3,000 ammo for the specific weapon that I had. So all these 45 rounds, again, in 25 runs, or not 25 runs, but 25 openings of these packs. Alright, Civil War era dress, the Deathclaw gauntlet, heavy robot arms, perfect. Alright, let's learn all these. I would like to speed up how many I'm opening, but at the same time, I want to make sure I'm not opening up the same packs over and over again, and then getting the same plans over and over again. So let's open up another 2. We'll make that the lucky 23. See if we got anything else, and then keep going. Alright. I'm going to keep basically opening up in radioactive barrel plan. Ooh, now I have an idea. I'm going to keep opening these up in, let's say, 3 to 5 increments until I hit 0. The fact that I just got a radioactive barrel plan is pretty good because it is a rarer drop from Rad Rumble. It's been interesting. You're able to get it with, let's say, 4 of 4 Rad Scrubbers and other people alive, 3 of 4, 2 of 4. It's been interesting what we've been able to find out in the community, but these still should have a pretty high value. I don't want to learn this still, so hopefully I can get another one. So let me avoid learning that one off of impulse. Open up another 5 of these. Keep them stim packs coming. So many stim packs. This character is just going to be stranded over here. Sturdy metal arms. Torsos is perfect. Love learning a bunch of new things, especially once you've played the game for a long amount of time. It's just like when you're breaking stuff down, I still get very excited when I get mods that I might not have learned so many hours into the game. 300 plus stims, that's crazy. 300. Alright, so I got the whole Civil War ensemble. Some other mods for armor. I'm going to go back to weapons real quick and see if I got anything else that might be named or anything else that might stand out. Quad 50 cal? Oh. With last round. Oh god, I hate that combo. Last round in the mag. The Peacemaker. Damage increases as health increases. Juggernauts, faster fire rate, reduced weight. I feel like I got that just a couple rolls ago. I'll double check. Alright, so I just got the Peacemaker, and considering I have, how many left? 10 Mutated Party Packs? Alright, so let's say I got the Peacemaker somewhere around the 35 to 40 opened for people that are specifically looking for some of them. I basically got the 2 boomsticks pretty quick. I got 2 boomsticks within, what, just like the first 15-20 rolls, and then doubling that, and then I get the Peacemaker. So in my mind, I'm looking at it like, okay, maybe you're not getting a named one every 10-15, maybe it does take you a little bit longer. So now I only have 10 more. So depending on if I get another named weapon or not within these last 10, again, that could, for me, increase the probability of maybe getting some of these. I don't personally care too much about them. I feel like a lot of people will get their hands on them pretty quickly, so they're not going to retain a lot of value per se. I'll stash a couple for the hoarder in me, the collector in me, but then anything else I get is just going to be 40 Scrip. So let's see if we get anything else worth mentioning, and then I'll take tabs on serums, named weapons, and other things like that, so we see exactly how lucky we got. Alright, only opening up a few at a clip here in hopes of getting more plans and not duplicating any other plans but what I want to duplicate. So if I never learn the radioactive barrel, but I have everything else in the game learned, it should keep giving me more radioactive barrels. And they do have a pretty high value. So even if they're not worth, let's say, 14, 20k like they used to be, even if they're south of 10k, let's say, if I'm able to pick up a few of these, sell them for even cheaper, even better, right? In terms of junk, a good amount of stuff collected as well. And a quick look at ammo, 5,000 plus rounds, and a bunch of other stuff contextual to the items I've been picking up. Alright, last so many. I'll open up 2 more, take a quick look, confirm no new plans, open up another 2, confirm. It's basically like every 2 to 3, I don't think more than 3, you're going to get at least a plan. 1, 2, and the last one, 3. I'm not going to open up the mutated package, this is more of a conversation starter, I'll put that away. We'll see if I get more of those and then open those up as well. I did get the Bare Arm Heavy mod, good to know. And the radioactive barrel stays here alone. Okay, so the results are in. Pretty happy with the numbers we're looking at, just as a rough kind of count for, let's say, Scrip. Let's just say I didn't want any of the weapons or armor that I picked up just from opening up each of them. I knew going in that I would get anywhere from 1,200 to, let's say, a little over 2,200 Scrip. I do know I got a majority of weapons, but I did get some normal, let's say, 3-star armor pieces. So I know that I'm going to be walking away with less than 2,000 Scrip, more than likely, and definitely more than the 1,200 if I was to have gotten only 3-star armor pieces. So in terms of the Scrip department, which was very important for me, I am walking away with a good amount, so that's pretty good. Moving on to the serums and other things, some interesting finds. At the end, I only ended up with 5 serums, so roughly 1 in 10. I do want to, let's say, open up another 50 of these so I can get a better understanding of if I was to open up 100. Would I then be walking away with 10 serums? Or would I be walking away with a little bit more? So that's probably the better way of getting these percentages. In terms of ammo, I'm walking away with a good amount of ammo, 6,420 rounds. I imagine the amount of rounds you get is different per gun, so you can't think that you're going to get the same amount for a different weapon if it's not, let's say, a fixer, SMG, something that's using 45 rounds. I personally know that for each one that I was opening up, I was getting around 128 on average, so that's good to know that if you need, let's just say, a couple hundred rounds of something to complete whatever you're working on, if you do have some of these stashed, you don't have ammo, you can open up a couple and be fine to move on. In terms of junk, pretty happy with the numbers. I'm not going to break these down to individual numbers, but considering it's only giving you these 5 individual materials, maybe there's more and maybe I just got lucky to get these, but if these are the 5 that you are getting, pretty good amount to get you to make some ammo between the lead and the gunpowder. The screws, you know, you're going to be able to use even with the aluminum scrap for different mods, weapons, things like that. Concrete and aluminum combine pretty well for things you might be making at the camp, or let's say your shelters. Again, I walked away with a radioactive barrel plan that I'm not going to learn and test to see if I can keep opening these to get more. I did get a couple of duplicates, so my kind of perspective on this is try not to open up too many of them. Try to maybe open up the 3 or 5 at a clip and see if you get any that you should probably learn so you don't get duplicates like these, because this could be, who knows, this could be radioactive barrel plan 2 and 3. So for next time, I'm going to keep certain plans like unlearned, and then if I get them, stash them, make sure I don't accidentally learn them. In terms of serums, again, the 5's pretty good. The stim packs is interesting because between super stims and normal stims, I'm walking away with a bunch. So if you're able to get, let's say, 6 or more per, let's say, mutated party pack opening, it's definitely a lot of stims. I think I came in here with 100 super stims. I don't know why these stim packs and these stim packs are in 2 different categories, but again, I'll be set on stims for a while. And I'm kind of surprised I didn't get more serums, but that's okay. And then in terms of named things, this is where it kind of gets interesting too, because I missed a couple along the way. Boomsticks, I ended up with 2 of them. I didn't really notice the long shots, but I did end up with 2 long shots as well. But as instigating damage while aiming, hits have a chance to generate stealth field. So 2 of those. The other one was the Juggernauts, and then, I'm sorry, the Peacemaker is the Juggernauts. The faster fire rate, the Boomstick is the missile launcher. So in terms of opening up 50 of these and getting 5 of these weapons, you're basically getting 1 per 10 openings. So pretty interesting. So for the collector that wants to grab them, or for the person that's interested in using some of these either heavy weapons or the long shot, you shouldn't have to open up too many of them. I did go through all the weapons. There's nothing even worth mentioning in here. What I can do, if anybody just wants to see the types of weapons, I can go from top to bottom. If anything catches your eye, you know kind of what you might be getting, even though this is complete RNG. I didn't get any explosive, I didn't get any faster fire rate, faster swing speed on anything, so very interesting results. And then again, I hate the quad last round in a magazine combo. I feel like that shouldn't roll together, especially on a heavy weapon. Yeah, so all these weapons, nothing really to talk about. No conversation starters. The conversation starters are the armor pieces. Nothing too crazy. I personally collect Sentinel. I use Sentinel instead of Cavalier. So when I see something like this, I'm going to put it to the side. I don't use Power Armor yet. So one day I know that I'll have maybe a few pieces to the side, maybe a few complete Sentinel sets of varying flavors, we'll call them. But besides this, and what was it, a Hunter's? The Hunter Sentinel? Oh yeah, that's OP right there. Yaguai aren't going to take me down no more. Yeah, and I got the Ghoul Slayers. The last one was the Ghoul Slayers Sentinel. I like that it's heavy robot arm and instead of just like sturdy or normal. So that's pretty good. But yeah, 50 mutated party packs later. Again, I will hang on to the normal mutated package for future conversations. I do hope everyone hanging out, checking out this video, has made it up to this point, does enjoy. I will be playing the bonus video, the first 5 that I rolled. I actually got a pretty good roll, so keep an eye out to see. Makes a big difference. The first 5, you get a pretty good roll, you get excited, you're like, alright, let's see what else we get. And only getting named weapons was kind of interesting. Nothing really like a god roll or even something to sell. But I'm still happy. Good numbers, good results. I have some statistics to keep in the back of my mind. The next 50 that I open to make 100 open should also help me come up with some probabilities, but I do hope everyone has found this informative. If you are, let's say, on Twitch and want to catch the live streams throughout the week, I will have the stream info in the video description. If you're on Xbox and want to join us, the gamer tag will be there as well. I do appreciate you guys hanging out, supporting the channel. If you are newer to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Keep an eye out for more videos. I'm going to keep uploading more of these kind of videos and, let's say, legendary crafting videos, updates, and other goodies. So keep an eye out for the next one. And until next time, take it easy, everybody. And speaking of finding out what you can get, between the 4 events that we did today, the one that I ran before stream, I have 5 mutated party packs. I'm going to open these up. I'm going to see what I get. I hope I get something good. Again, they only weigh a pound each, so if you get them and you don't want to be over encumbered, if you're going to be playing for a bit, you can stash those aside. I'm sure these 5 pounds are going to turn into like 50 pounds, but here goes nothing. Alright, mutated party pack number 1. I got some stim packs, some loose screws. I got 11 stims, some lead, scrap. What else we got in here? Concrete scrap. John gets it. Loose screws. I should just go to the new tab and see what else it added. 96 fusion cells. Anti-armor Deathclaw Gauntlet. I guess that's the legendary I got. It probably just lists the item you get as opposed to the rolls. Alright, so I got a 3-star. Actually a pretty good one. This is the equivalent of the Unstoppable Monster, but in anti-armor form instead of bloodied. I'm pretty sure the Unstoppable Monster is like the same thing, no? Or is the 3rd roll less damage while power attacking? Actually a pretty solid find. Pretty solid find. Alright, next. The Peacemaker. I'm just going to go over to the new tab and see what it's telling me. Unrefined gunpowder. The Peacemaker I'll go back to in a second. Plan for the barbed walking cane. Interesting. I wonder if it prioritizes just plans you don't have learned. And I'll learn that. I got a Aristocrat's Plasma in addition to that. Nothing too crazy. The Peacemaker. Faster fire, reduced weight, damaged increases as health increase. So it's a Juggernaut. That is very interesting. Is this why we're getting the camera shake? Because they just want to give everybody some explosives to, you know. Tea time. You shouldn't have. You really shouldn't have. All right. 3 more. Actually, I'm just going to open them all up, and then I'll go over and see what they individually have given me. So I went from Peacemaker. I got the shielded lining for Raider Under Armor. I'm going to check if I have that on my other character. Bloodied Bone Hammer. Limb damage, nothing fancy. I just got a straight up serum. That's cool. That's 500 caps if you sell that for max, you know. I didn't actually know they would be giving you serums, so that's actually very interesting for me to see there. 45 Scrip as far as I'm concerned. Unrefined powder. Hatchet Electrofusion. I feel like I should just be learning any plans I get, because part of me feels like the plans they give you are going to be plans you don't have. Alright, so I got the Peacemaker. I'll throw that in the stash just to say we collected it. We got a bit of a god roll over here. Anti-armor, more power attack, strength. You're going to do some serious damage with this bad boy. Again, very similar to the Unstoppable Monster. I'll have to test that out. And a bunch of resources. All this junk I'm getting. I saw screws and other things popping up. 43 screws. Oh, I also just came from an event, so that might be a little inaccurate, but hey, I'll take it. 5 different events. Giving me all that. 5 different legis. A chance at some other rare odds and ends. Serums every once in a while.